Good morning. It is May 31st, I think, and it's in the morning. And my garden is not yet anywhere near being done, but I thought I would do a video to show you the process because sometimes we think it has to be complete before we begin to enjoy it. And that's not so. So if I take a step back and just give you a quick pan of the whole garden, you can see that it's not all planned, and in fact the far third of it is not yet even tilled, or turned over or planted. So we're a work in process. I don't yet have my straw for mulch, although I have a little bit here in my center aisle, but again, not much. And there you see a nice green pile of things that I pulled that I didn't want. So anyways, starting out here along the edge, I have some herbs, and I'm going to try to get in there close. We have had a ton of rain, so I'm not sure how deep I'm going to sink, but we've got some sage here, and that's some of my thyme. This parsley is bolting. It came back from last year. You can tell it's bolting because you can see the seeds here starting to be made. And then over here I have some lemon balm, which I'm very excited about for tea. And then some parsleys that aren't doing too great here in the corner, but they're coming. So next I have some peppers. And they're doing at various levels of well. Like I say, we've had a ton of rain, and we're supposed to have a day or two without. These are both hot and sweet peppers. Some of the onions have come back from last year, so Joe tilled around them. This row we have some beets, and then some radishes. I planted this row under cover early, maybe in February even, to see what would happen. So among the onions that ultimately will get pulled here pretty quick, I planted some of the zucchini, and you can see here they're starting to come up. These are yellow, and the yellow ones seem to be coming up sooner than the green ones. Way over there you can see one little green one coming up. I might reseed them. With the quantity of rain that we've had, sometimes I think the seeds can rot before they germinate. Over on this side we have a couple rows of onions that we put in. These onions here are from last year. They came back up. This is something turnips, I think, going to seed. I just thought they were pretty. We have some radishes, some beets, and there was a package of beets. You can see there are some here that are a couple inches high, and then some little ones. It appears to be, some of them didn't germinate, so I replanted that row. Turnips and peas. My peas are starting to really take off. That makes me happy. I put just a little something for them to climb on. This side has tomatoes, and my intention, we're supposed to get rain today and tomorrow and then have a couple of dry days. I'm going to come out and give them a spray for that black dot virus. Here we have some bush beans. These are the cucumbers, and these are doing not too bad. I'm very excited. This is the first year I've gotten these. I have the packet with me. These Mexican sour gherkin cucumber, sometimes they're called mouse melons, but they've actually germinated, and that's exciting. And then the rest of these different types of cucumbers. I had some space here on the end of the row. Boy, the bugs are bad this morning. I had some space on the end of the row, so I put in some short rows of you can kind of see here some radishes and some lettuces. These are starting to come up. And I planted them right before a rain, and apparently the seeds moved around a little bit. You can see those smushed over. And then I just want you to see that hole. That's a deer print. One got in, we re-secured our fence. So after the tomatoes here, this is not yet planted. I think it's probably going to be more tomatoes because I have a lot of starts left. These onions came back from last year. And then I have beans. This is a couple row of climbing beans. I planted these after the other rows. These you can see are purple. These are going to be purple beans, and you can tell by the colors that's showing on the stem. I'm excited about that. And then this is the, I planted some more climbing peas. I think these are snow peas, and you can see some of them are starting to come up, so that's good. And again, I planted these about 2 or 3 weeks after the other. And then this row here is my tea garden, I'll say, my tea plants. This is a borage. This is hyssop, I think. Calendula. Chamomile. That's a lavender. And then more, I had some plants of the other. And so these are things that I intend to make tea out of. And then along the back here, this is all my garlic. And I don't have any scapes yet, so those still have a bit to mature before we're able to harvest them. But that's what's going on. So, not perfect, not complete, still joyful. Tell me how yours is doing. Leave me a message or a link to a video that your garden or anything else exciting that you want me to see. Well, not anything else. Okay, have a great day, y'all.